Okay, so I'm live now on YouTube and on TikTok. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to go over the 6 myths about hiring animal talent, what you need to stop believing in. I feel like I always like to start at the bottom of these things and go backwards. But one of the ones that MK, can you write something? Oh, I didn't see anything. Yes, I was on Carly's Live with the talent show. That was me. Hi, I didn't see any of the chat until just now. Sorry, guys. And I'm just seeing it. So I'm trying to go back through comments. Hi, Erin. You are the best. I just adore you. Hi, Mary Kate. Can you make me a mod? I have no idea how to do that. You kind of got to walk me through. Can I make you... Oh, moderator. Yes. Confirm. You're a moderator. Adore you. Yeah. Okay. So if I am telling you guys the myths of working with animal talent, and I'm just going to go and let me know if you have any questions on it. If my pet is cute, they'll automatically get booked for jobs. And that is a myth. Cuteness has nothing to do with it. Because I also honestly there's kind of like two phases of thoughts that I have in my head. Because one of them is like, we book ugly animals on jobs too. Like some producers call us and they're like, I need the ugliest animals you have for this. Like think of Deadpool. Like that was a thing. And then on the other hand, there can be really, really cute dogs that aren't trained at all, that like just can't do anything. They might get booked for influencer campaigns, but not everything because they're not safe in a certain environment. If you ever need biting dogs, I do need biting dogs always. I always work with biting dogs. I work with IPG, Ring, Schutzen. Yeah, we hire all types of those. Whenever it's a like scary dog for something, we need them to be mentally really safe though. What animal talent myths should I also cover though? This is the blog I'm working on now, and I'm trying to finish. I'm just not in love with all of them. Okay, animals don't need representation like humans do. Animal talent agent is a license. It is a thing. It is real in the industry. Having a license is required by most state laws. And if you're working with someone that is an agent and they're not an agent, it's like really, really bad. Almost every single animal agency out there is not a licensed agency. The industry is very controlled in California. Fun fact, we're the only licensed, bonded, and insured agency specializing in pets in California. That's who we are. There are other ones out there, but they're considered rental companies for animals. But they kind of claim to be agents, which is in the state of California, very bad thing if they get caught. But I'm not a snitch, so like that's not my MO. How are there? Oh my goodness. Okay, myth number 4, and I'm working backwards. So myth number 4. Hiring animal talent is ridiculously expensive. I mean, we've booked animal talent for influencer campaigns for as low as $20. How do you get him started? You're getting a puppy in 2 weeks in SoCal. First of all, there's an age restriction for animals to go on set. They have to be a certain age. They have to be old. But usually you don't bring them home until they're around that age, and they have to be fully vaccinated. They have to go through health certificates, all of that stuff. You want to teach them basic obedience at a distance. You want to teach them head control, marks, vocals. I feel like I always need to have a list because I feel like I miss. This is my evaluation form. Basic polished obedience at a distance, off leash. And I have to move my camera so it looks more like I'm looking at camera. Marksmanship, excellent marksmanship, basically being able to go from mark A, mark B to mark C. I have a trouser snake that could do taste like cereal. Unsubscribe, sir. But for the puppy, film ready expertise, outstanding vocals. So speak, bark, growl for dogs. We also work with horses and other animals too, having vocals, being able to touch and hold objects or people, and movement and harmony, and being able to work with someone else. This is the evaluation form that we go through for every single animal, from cats, horses, dogs. So polished obedience for a cat versus a horse versus a bird versus a dog are very different. So polished obedience at a distance is we need to be able to do tricks on and off leash and have the animals fully understand the task. So for a cat, you're looking at a sit, stay, down, stay, stand, stay at a distance. Being able to go to marks. Cats are typically asked to jump up or off of things. They're also going to paw at objects too. Those are the basic things that we look for. And then we do know a cat that can do a backflip. We know cats that can surf, cats that can, like the Savitsky cats that once were on America's Got Talent. They do a lot of really cool tricks. So if I ever need something like that, that's the one I'm pitching, Yeah. And then, so hiring some animal talent can be very expensive, especially when you get into influencers and if you're doing a major movie and you need to have like a heavily trained animal for something. But small businesses and other categories, it's not super expensive. Just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Animal talent is an unregulated industry. That is heavily debatable because of like what we said before about agencies. There are talent agency licenses, like dog training, completely unregulated. There are some certifying bodies, but that's not necessarily regulated. And when it comes to animal actors, there's things like SAG, there are things like the union, there are things that are out there that are there to protect the animals. Animals should not be used for entertainment. I have strong feelings about that because I work with animals on production. That's what I do for work. However, we don't work with exotics, because I believe they should be in the wild. You can literally take my dog as an example, who was in a shelter. He had 4 homes before me. He was recommended for euthanasia. He's highly intelligent. He needed a job. Many do die and they are abused, but we're trying to improve the industry. And that's kind of what we do. My agency is very different and we're kind of known. And like even PETA has recommended us. So like we're the ones that go on set that animal safety is our number one thing. We train all of our wranglers and certify our wranglers in animal safety first and foremost, because I have seen awful things. It's actually my next myth is animals don't get abused on set, is that they do. It's booking agent, put your animal on your profile on your website, or do you need to interview that first? You can use treats as motivators. You can use treats as motivators. This is our agency. Pets on Q is our agency. The Animal List is our public marketplace for booking animal talent. So to be certified to work with animals on set, you don't necessarily need to be certified to work the animals and be a animal actor. So like I can bring an animal on set, but we do need to send a certified wrangler that has gone through safety, that kind of knows production and knows what's going to be required by the animal. So sometimes the owners are not allowed to go on set with the animals. My dog is beautiful with commands and can show growl command. Ooh, I love training animals that where they showed like teethies. That's awesome. I'm missing comments. Okay. For the growling dog, I don't want to lose that. Oh my gosh, sorry. And then the last one too I missed. Woo, okay, teeth growl, how do you get them in? Theanimalist.com is the first place to go. That's the fastest way to get in. And if we see that you're booking a lot, the agency, we would pull you in there. But you also, if you want to get into production, if you're trying to get into like animal acting, then you also want to get your animal certified. And that can be done by a certified wrangler or an agency across the country. What contracts look like in terms of their animals protection. Every production is very different in the contracts that we get. So typically on set, there are terms built into the animal list for protection. For the protection of the animal itself on set, we need a certified wrangler to go, someone that is insured, permits, all that stuff to bring the animal on set. And I've been in business 10 years. We've never had an accident with one of our animals with one of our certified wranglers, ever. Have I witnessed stuff with other people that came on set outside of my control? Of course I have. And have I fired someone on set? Yes. That I wasn't aware I was going to be there. Yes. My dog is an agency in the UK, but we moved to the US. How can we get I can't see the whole. How can we get represented here? Influencer or animal actor agency? We do both, but that Pets on Cue is the agency. And then the Animalist is a marketplace where you can kind of do it yourself. So for us, we allow both because we just want you to get booked. Like, I'm fine if someone else works with you. I want you guys to get booked. We don't believe, I believe exotic should be in the wild. So if it's I want to put my animal to be an actor. Yes, please do. We need really social animals. So not every animal is meant to be an animal actor. Oh, cool. Yeah. So as an actor, we're actually the only licensed, bonded, and insured agency in the country that specializes in both influencers and actors. So that would be this one. That's Pets on Cue. But you can do that too. Yeah. We're just trying to make the industry better. It's a really tough industry to make better. Honestly, it's been 10 years. I've been in it for 10 years. Here, ask me questions here. This is my team's forcing me to do these. AKA the one that's like commenting in here too. Ask me questions here. This is the best place to get a hold of me. We have contact us on both sites, and that's going to go to our team too. It's the best place to reach out. Depends on what you want. Like if you're looking to get certified to be a wrangler to work with animals on set and get certified as an animal actor, our certification details would be under here. If you're looking to list your animal for hire, that's here. That's there. You're welcome, Lucy Golden Girl. I love Goldens. They're so sweet. So actually, I have a story about Goldens. Do we send photos or videos? So when you register on the Animalist, you need to make a listing. So making a listing on the Animalist is you go to like the top corner, or if you're on your phone, you hit the 3 bars. Make an animal listing, because then you upload your title, description about what you would be offering, the service you're offering. So we have animals and entertainment. That's certified animal actors are in there, trick animals for events, animals for conferences and stuff. So for conferences, that is trick animals or like adoptable puppies and kittens to attract people to their booth. That's what brands hire them for. We also hire out animals in education, therapy animals for stuff. Do animals or their estates typically get royalties? No, they do not. They do not get that. Nope. They should. That's not how Hollywood is set up. I don't even get royalties on my show. Probably shouldn't say that on the live, but I have a service dog that knows 150 individual commands in all obedience. Then you should sign them up. The one thing, whenever we get people that have service dogs, your health is more important than a job. So for me, if your animal being your service dog is your main priority, then they shouldn't be working, right? And that's totally fine. But if you're feeling healthier of a backup or and your animal's very well trained, which obviously they are, and they can have a break and this is something fun that they enjoy, then yes, get them into it, because it's very, very fun. But if they're going to be distracted in their main role, like if there's an episode or something that's going to happen, then you couldn't go with them on set. And if you need that animal in your life for your safety, then that's my really long answer to that question. But I personally, we've worked with some service dogs and they're honestly the best. Honestly, the best. But feel free to ask me more questions on that too. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. And my dog just retired from, he didn't just retire. I retired him 2 years ago from production work. He just has a bad back. But he still loves it. And now it's funny because he's a Dalmatian. He's asleep right here, but he's a bad back. And now I hire out more Dalmatians than any other breed. And I'm like, sorry, dude. If it's something that's really, really easy, I could still put him on it, but he's just retired. But if he really wants to work, I would send him. He's in that. I love working dobies. Love dobies. I have worked. Dobies typically get booked as Like every time I booked Adobe is for a rapper music video and he needed a scary dog. Every single time. Oh, Bundle and Joy. Hi, guys. The Dobermans are an awesome breed. He's a poodle, so we mostly get fashion. That's awesome. So if you make a Rottweiler's kind of same thing as Dobies. They get booked as like the junkyard dogs and that role of being the bad guy. But for the poodle, we do modeling jobs. You can make a listing. The animalist is a little bit different. You have to look at it as a fireman. I know I don't think Dobermans are not scary, but if you look up Doberman in production, they're always the scary guy in production. Any animal with a dark face, because they're harder to show up on camera. Rottweilers, Dobermans, Beaucerons, for us, they're always booked. I agree with you. They're always booked as the bad guy. And that like also sets breed stereotypes in the future too. But anywho, the animalist the title that you have is the number one key SEO search thing. So if you put Rottweiler for productions, you're going to show up in like a Google search. Same with the description, but yeah. I have a cockatiel that says pretty bird. Oh, that's great. Especially like all the Dobies I work, they either have a smile, like where you go, show me your teeth, and they go, and they're usually like wagging their tail, but you can't tell on camera, and a bark hold where they're like barking at you, and it's never anything mean. It's like, we have an agent, but I'll put him on the animalist too. Oh, that's great. Yeah, and the animalist, if you're a licensed agency, they can make their own account and list all their animal talent on the animalist too. Just so you know, if you want to chat with them about it. Because then they can certify animal actors, but they need to be a licensed agency. That's the problem, is that most of them are not. So if you tell me who the agent is, and I know most of the other agents out there, so if you have any. Welcome back. Do you have any tricks? I can train my Pomeranian. That would be cute. Hi, you're so brave. You telling him how you're growling? Okay. As I'm talking about dogs that can growl. He's deaf, so he doesn't know. So think the Pomeranians that get booked, they're typically booked for family friendly, off leash, at a distance, advanced obedience, super cute, fun tricks. I know we'll have a Pomeranian casting where they want to do like those, like the last one I got was the dog just needed to be in a bag. The one before that, they needed them to do like big, super cute tricks, like little dog tricks, like where they like sit up and do in a circle. Every production that could ask for a dog, it's something completely different. Like, and we need a small dog that can be aggressive. Another Pomeranian we did, it was for like a vet. I don't even know how to describe this. It was a video recording and the vet was explaining something about the dog being overweight and they needed an overweight small dog. Yes, please. You make an account here, post your photos, and make a listing for them for hire. To be hired, you have to put your Stripe and link a Stripe account so you can get automatic payments. Because for someone to book you, they have to put their credit card down. They have to put their credit card down to hold the date. The problem in the industry, we also found, we spent 10 years kind of working on this, is that productions like a Disney, their payout is 365 days. So if you get booked on a big production, you have to wait a year to get paid. So for us, if the dog is and you don't get royalties too, which also isn't fair. So for us with the animals, we decided that for every job, we wanted to reserve payment up front. And when the job is completed, they can hit complete and issue payment to our people, or within 14 days, if they don't issue that and the job is done, then payment automatically gets sent out if they reserve you. So that's what we built. I'm really excited about it. And that's on the animal list. Yeah. But like for our agency, if we're doing bigger contracts, that say the average payout rate is like 90 to 120 days. Yeah. Book my dog, is that possible? Yes. You just need to become a certified wrangler. So you can find information in Pets on Q. And then you go to certification and click wrangler, and you can join the wait list, and then we'll send out some information as that comes along. But you have to go through training. But the easier way to get into it for your pet is to, one, train your animal, get the attention of a wrangler that can bring them on set, kind of become friends with them, become a junior wrangler underneath them, and you still would want to go through some training. We're casting for a Great Dane on Tuesday. Are you in Los Angeles? I need a Great Dane, basically, is what I'm saying. I need a Great Dane for a job on Tuesday in Los Angeles. Yes. So if you have that, yes, pits are casted. We helped. You were near LA? That was like a long shot, but you're near LA. Oh, geez. Can you email me or make a listing like right now? That'd be great. Because then I will send it to the producers as soon as I'm off. I'm going to go back to pit bulls getting casted. Yes, they do get casted. Every time I've cast a pit bull, it's for a scary role, and that's like kind of sad. I think dobies are beautiful. Oh, I go up there all the time, or used to, all the time. Animal Tracks is up by there, and I love them. The exotic animal sanctuary with like retired exotic movie animals. My friend runs that, and it's amazing. It's kind of why we decided not to book exotics, because of seeing what some of them go through. But so you should go there because the Animal Tracks is awesome. But I do actually need a Great Dane for Tuesday. So if you have that, post a thing and I'll send it to the producer like in minutes. And I can't see what he looks like, but Mary Kate's saying he's so pretty. It's a really simple job. If you guys have Therapy Dog, Canine Good Citizen Advanced, you can go to Temperament Approved, which is our first level. So if you have that certification, that's a level 1. All the other levels you need to be evaluated by a certified wrangler or a licensed agency. Old English Sheep Job, awesome. Number 1, I've booked a few Old English Sheepdogs in, I don't know where the shoot is yet. We usually find out the day before, but it's going to be in the Los Angeles area, which is big, but like that's what I have. If it was outside of LA, we would be told that, but it's in probably downtown. And sometimes that goes into in the valley too. But for the Old English Sheepdog, yes, I booked them. Primarily, I booked them in New York, actually, but I don't have a good Old English Sheepdog out here. Yes, you can email me some photos. Mary Kate, can you shoot her my email? It's just Colleen at Pets on Q. Yeah, that would be great. And we'd send them with a certified wrangler too to go on set. And you would probably have to go with them or meet with the wrangler beforehand. We have a Fort Lauderdale booking also right now, but it's for cats. We're looking for 2 cats in Fort Lauderdale right now for a commercial. That's awesome. Cool animals, large reptiles. Reptiles, but I book, I think, boas more than any other reptile. There are 2 sites. This is the agency. This is the marketplace. That's the one you want to go to. The animal list is where it's free to join. It's free to make listings. You only get a percentage taken out when you book jobs. And it's my site. So like if you have problems, you can find me here. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like you can If you can find me, I'm on here. I'm weird. That's at theanimalist.com. Yeah, but follow along. I'm trying to do more lives and give more educational stuff and just help people. What certifications can you have to be an animal actor? You on the Animalist, you can post uncertified, first of all. Like you can post your animal for hire uncertified, and a certified wrangler can find you. And a production can even find you, but you need to go on set for permit reasons with someone who's certified to do it. That's like number one. But you can post your animal for hire still. And then when you get your certificate or you're working on it, then something, because like there are things like now, I don't have an exact looking Great Dane like the production wants. And the fact that there's you and I could send a wrangler to go evaluate your animal and get them onboarded and have them certified too, even if they're not certified, that's great. Tangent right there. So we have not certified, temperament approved. If you're temperament approved, you're either evaluated by a certified wrangler, animal, or an animal agency, a licensed agency, and then, or you have your therapy animal certification, or you have your CGCA. That's the only ways that we'll do temperament approved. What certificates do we need? I will get there. And the next level up is animal actor. Then we have advanced and elite. So the only way you can get to elite is if you have been reviewed by at least 5 productions, all 5-star reviews, all of that. And you can hold your own in a movie. Those are the Airbuds of the world, the dogs that do backflips and all that stuff. 90% of animals don't get there. That's very hard. And even advanced is very hard. Most people are at the animal actor level. Temperament approved is probably the most. Temperament approved animals are like background roles and all that stuff. You need a certification from a licensed agency or a certified wrangler. I don't know if I have one. This is the evaluation form, but let me block off that person's information. This is our temperament approval. So an evaluator would go through on this side. And then this is what we look for animal actors. So for animal actors, we go through polished obedience per the species, being excellent marksmanship, being able to know marks, head control. So like looking left, looking at you, looking right, head down, head up. Sometimes for some animals, depending on the animal. Film ready expertise. That's like the fun stuff that they know. So like this dog spins and he'll do leg weaves and he knows agility, or they know bite work. Or service animal can do all these things. Vocals. So a horse being able to whinny, cow mooing, you get the gist. Like dog, growl, bark, howl, just not required. But if they understand that, likelihood of them getting moved up to an animal actor or advanced is higher. Responsive to touch and hold. So like an animal being able to like hold an object, drop it, pull it, tug, touch objects. Movement and harmony is being able to work with an actor. So those are my areas. Is there anything in the Memphis area? Super smart. What's big percent of members? Tennessee. I have booked stuff in Tennessee. I'm trying to remember, but it doesn't happen that often. I do have someone in Tennessee that's going to book a job in Florida, though, very soon, potentially. I think they might get that job in Tennessee. Tennessee, in Florida, but they're located in Tennessee. And Atlanta would be a good hub. My email, it's just Colleen, my first name, Pets on Q. You're welcome. San Francisco. We don't do as many jobs in San Francisco, but sometimes they're looking for 2 cats in Florida. Sometimes there are jobs. It kind of like what we're doing is expanding, and our hubs primarily are New York and LA, because that's historically where the film industry has been, but it's changing pretty rapidly. And have we booked jobs in San Francisco? Yes, I have. And have I done a cat job in Santa Clara? Yes, I have. In Florida, we're looking for an orange tabby and a gray tabby-ish striped like kind of mutt looking cat for a commercial. They just need the cats to be really playful and be able to have whatever. Not anyhow. You're funny. Okay, great. Is what up to the owners? Did I miss that? I have a gray tabby 4 months old. That's going to be too young for this shoot. I mean, you never know. You actually never know with what producers want. You never know. Here, let me end this live stream.